Honey on your chest, socks to cold, never eat fish with milk. These may sound like bizarre TikTok hacks, but they are actually Turkish traditional folk remedies. Let's see if any of them lines up with science. Merhaba, I am Zeynep and I've been teaching Turkish for 8 years, and we have helped over 3,000 students to learn Turkish through our online courses. And we have a free Turkish course for you to start immediately. Check it out at the link in the description. The chest paste. Honey is a recognized cough remedy. It can soothe the throat and it has mild antimicrobial effects. Studies have shown that it can calm coughing, so it can help people to sleep better. So there is some science behind each ingredient. And Turkish home remedies suggest that you should put honey and pepper paste over your chest if you are coughing or if you have a sore throat before going to sleep. So the idea is appropriate, but the method of application, not so much. Avoid the cold at all costs. I can almost hear my elders saying, "Don't step on stone with bare feet." Why not? Because it is cold. Many cultures insist that the cold from ice cream, wet hair, and cold drinks cause you to get sick. Turkish people even go as far as to say that you shouldn't sit on stone because it is cold. In reality, however, colds come from viruses and bacteria. You don't catch a cold from cold temperatures. Your aloe vera is our yogurt. Yogurt is cool. It has proteins, probiotics, and lactic acid. Dermatologists say that lactic acid can gently exfoliate the skin and has anti-inflammatory properties, so it may help soothe burned skin. As Turkish people, we like to recommend to put yogurt over sunburned skin for relief. Even though the probiotics in yogurt can help to slightly reduce inflammation, there is no evidence that it can actually heal a sunburn. The cold and the other properties may, however, provide some level of relief. Would you like to be able to talk about Turkish culture, but in Turkish? Well, you can do just that. And for you to be able to do that, we have a course for you. There is a link down in the description where you should go and check it out because it is the best one out there. Let's get back to the advice. Silver that sting. There was this time when I was very little and we were in Antalya and I had just got out of the sea and I was headed for the showers, and I walked past this patch of green plants and it was wet and I felt something that pricked under my foot, and I reached to grab it and I grabbed it. So like it's this plant that pricked my foot. It was in my hand and it made this sound, and I looked at it and it was a hornet. And we have these special type of, like these, I don't know, they're probably not special, but like we have like wildly scary hornets in some parts of Turkey. And I looked at it and it was in my hand. So that was what had stung my foot. And like I chucked it aside and started running around. And then some people came, and I can't remember exactly, but I remember this one point where they sat me down on like a wall. One of the dudes had a silver ring. They had searched for it and one of the dudes had it. He took it off his finger and he put it on my sting. Modern medicine uses silver sulfadiazine in wound dressings for its antibacterial properties, but that's for open wounds and infection control. It's not for insect venom. Turkish people believe that placing a silver item on a bee sting helps to reduce the pain and the swelling. But there seems to be no scientific evidence to support this. Multi-purpose rakı. Remember finding out that Jägermeister, which I probably am not pronouncing correctly, was first intended to be used as digestive aid and a cough medicine? Well, another one of our little folk tricks is to use rakı to help with toothache. So rakı has a high concentration of alcohol, so it might briefly numb the area and disinfect. So this one might be worth giving a try, but it doesn't actually help with tooth decay. It doesn't treat it. And if you are wondering, there is an entire video on Turkish people and alcohol, and I will link you to it at the end because I know that you get curious on this topic. A pair of socks a day keeps the evil away. Putting on warm socks to go to sleep is sometimes recommended for better sleep and mentioned as a cure for colds. Even though warm feet won't destroy viruses, it may help improve sleep. Studies say that having warm feet dilates blood vessels, improving blood circulation and therefore signaling to the body that it is time to rest. In fact, many people are known to be able to fall asleep faster and sleep more deeply with socks on. Although I can't say I'm one of those because I can't even imagine going to sleep with socks on. But better sleep can help your immune system to recover. This is exactly where crazy Turkish advice comes in. Sleep with socks on to help your cold, as they say. Wearing socks to bed is harmless and it can make you feel cozier, so there is no harm in trying this, even though it doesn't really directly cure colds. Dairy versus fish. Milk, yogurt and other dairy are high in protein, as well as fish. Chowder, Scandinavian creamed fish, some Italian sauces over salmon and some French soups all combine these two product groups, and I believe many other dishes from around the world like to use dairy and fish together. This, however, is an outrageous concept for the Turkish mind, because we believe that consuming dairy and fish together or during the same meal, in the same meal, will cause some bodily discomfort or give you an upset stomach. Ayurveda teaches that milk has a cooling effect and fish has a heating effect, and mixing these will throw off the body's balance. So the idea might have got carried over from India somehow. The Times of India, however, says that there is no evidence backed by science that says that you shouldn't consume these two product groups together. Can you think of weird medical advice from your country or your culture? Or can you think of good and useful medical advice from your culture? Tell me all about it in the comments. I love to read the comments and I do read all the comments. If you liked the video, you should actually press the like button to show us that you liked it, and while you're at it, you should probably subscribe. Here is the other video that I told you about, and here is probably another one. So you should go to either one of these if you like this video, because you are sure to like one of these. Görüşürüz.